Hello, and welcome to our brief introduction of our chapter, Adaptive Mixed Methods Research Design Practices to Address Complexity in Business and Management Research, which will be in the forthcoming Handbook of Mixed Methods in Business and Management. My name is Dr. Emma Bullock. I'm at Sam Houston State University, and I'm presenting this on behalf of my colleagues, Dr. Cheryl Poth from the University of Alberta, and Dr. Elizabeth Uppel from Victoria University of Wellington. So when you come to read our chapter, you can expect three different parts. And the first part, we situate complexity science as a transformational design conceptualization for research settings and processes as complex adaptive systems. And I'm going to describe a little bit more what that means in the next slide. Then in part two, we introduce key design features illustrated through two published studies from the field of business management research. This includes the Campbell and Westar, published in 2020, and Crespo et al. In 2021. And we really use these two studies as exemplars to illustrate the adaptive mixed methods research design practices that we talk about in part three. And as we elaborate on the design possibilities offered by each of these practices in the context of the research settings of these two studies. And then we finish with a discussion of the theoretical and practical value of these adaptive design practices and their key implications for guiding credible mixed method studies of complex adaptive systems in business management settings. So, what do we mean by complex adaptive systems and using complexity science? So business management researchers investigate phenomena, as I'm sure you are well aware, that depend on human agency and dynamic, ever-changing conditions. And systems or organizations that exhibit these types of dynamic conditions and what are called emergent properties are called complex adaptive systems. And what emergent properties are properties that first become measurable when groups of individuals are brought together, or even groups of groups. But these properties can't be measured just at the individual level. They are constructs of interactions between individuals at group levels. And a complexity lens can help business and management researchers navigate dynamic research conditions by conceptualizing study phenomena as CAS and adapting their research designs in light of emerging and often unpredictable understandings. So just to give you a real quick peek at what we do, and you'll definitely need to read the entire article to get the full scope. For example, in the case of Crespo et al., we take their research setting from their study and we reconceptualize it using this visualization as a complex adaptive system. And we talk about in the article how we use this visualization to help us be able to think about appropriate research design practices, about ways to think about data sources and sampling, analysis, and even reporting the results. And we present these adaptive practices, these adaptive mixed methods research approaches that can help business management researchers to navigate that complexity of their research study phenomena. So come check out the rest of the chapter, and I think you'll find it really interesting and helpful to your future research.